Good morning. It is day 60 on the Appalachian Trail. It is May 10th, and we got dropped off at the Mount Rogers headquarters across the street, and we're now back into the woods, climbing to hopefully a ridge line. Day 60. So we have 300 miles under our belt. Pretty proud of that. Our day yesterday at Marion was good. Got all the camp stuff done. It's a little sunny. I haven't pulled my hat out yet today, but full packs. We've got full resupply and just filled up all the water from the spigot at the headquarters. So we are heavy and downloaded. Heavy and loaded down. Oh my gosh. I swear. I spent like 4 hours editing videos. Sorry, I'm walking. I can't formulate a sentence, I promise. But I spent about 4 hours editing videos, trying to get them uploaded to YouTube, downloading pictures to Facebook, so I could delete pictures off my phone so I can continue to edit videos. I have done a lot of things that I was not able to do when we didn't have any service last week. And one of those was to look at the weather. So today is supposed to be a pretty nice day. Overnight, I think it's supposed to be in the low 40s, and then we have a chance of rain. And then we have a chance of rain tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night it's supposed to be back into the upper 30s for overnight, which is not the ideal. It's a little chilly in the tent when it gets below 40, but we also have probably a tent day, because from where we're going tonight, the 1890s Settlers Museum, and the next shelter is, I think, 17 miles. So we will be tenting for tomorrow night, as we are not in the physical shape to be hiking 17 miles yet. We're doing 8.7 today, so almost 9. And sorry, I can't look at the camera for the sun and for the rocks. But we have good hopes. We had some good food in town. So, had some great pancakes this morning. I ate my eggs, ate my bacon, get my protein in, and then I ate my pancakes, and Reptile finished them off. We have, it's a little after 10:30, maybe 10:40-ish when we got dropped off, and we are on trail. Not much going on as far as scenery, I don't believe, until we get back up on the ridge. People have been talking about an alpaca farm that is like 10 or 11 miles ahead. So we will see that hopefully tomorrow if it's not raining. And we have to pass Interstate 81, I-81, which is also a tomorrow thing. So I'm not sure what today holds as far as views. I don't believe there's any waterfalls or anything. But if there's pretty things, I will take pictures of it. See you down trail. Still day 60. We just went up our first climb. It's about 500 foot of elevation. And if you can tell, I've changed my shirt. My hair is pulled back into some weird pony. I'm about to get my hat out because now that we're on top of the ridge, it's quite sunny. You can see a little behind me. And over here, can you see the pink flowers? You might be able to see a little bit of them. But yep, we are about a mile in, and I am a sweat pool again. It's supposed to be about 70 degrees today, but when you have very little canopy and the sun's beating down on you, it feels more like 85. So we are changed into my shorts and my short sleeve, and we're going to get back on trail. We've got 7.5 to go. And sometimes the trail looks like this. If I don't fall. There's nothing but rock. Rock, rock, rock. And it goes up. So we knew we had about 1,700 feet of elevation today. And I figured, oh, it'll be roly-poly, cruisy ridgeline walking. No, it sucks. This is our path. And if you get off the path, you're just in all the vegetation. So, fun day today. We've been on trail almost 3 hours. And it's been slow going. We're both kind of hurting after being off trail yesterday. And Hotel stopped to put his ankle braces on. I actually taped, if you can see it, taped my knee and taped my Achilles this morning before we left the hostel. But we're trudging up this hill and it's making me huff and puff, most definitely. I think the rocks aren't helping very much either, in the fact that you spin out a lot. That's level, and that's where we came from. Way down there. Way over there. But we are walking a ridgeline. It's just this path of the ridgeline has some steeps. Steep up, steep downs. So I took a picture coming down one of our steep descents with all the green ferns. I don't know if it'll show the exact elevation change or not, but it was crazy. You could see the blue sky, and it looked like the ferns were like at a 35-degree angle. It was crazy. But if you could look out, there's the other ridge. Ridge top over there. We walked, not over there, not where the camera's at, but on the other end. Walked over that one, I dipped down, and then came back up this one. It's been a huffy puffy day. So, we've seen 2 snakes, a garter snake type variation, and a big black snake. And as warm as it's gotten, I'm surprised we haven't seen more. But reptiles, God's full of reptiles. There's a little path that we just climbed. Ooh. Saw some of the stealth campsites on the side of the trail, and there's not much left to them. They are starting to get overgrown. So, if you had to stay at a stealth campsite, you could. But no one really wants to walk through all of that in the down trees to try to... Oh, we got a low bridge up front. But no one wants to walk through all the green and the chiggers and ticks and all that good stuff to try to go to the bathroom or find a bear hang. Alright, my turn for the low bridge. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do this with you in my hand. I bet I can, because I'm short. Yay, I did it, I just ducked. I just ducked. Lady at the hostel had half a bag of dark chocolate M&Ms, so I took about half of the half, and we popped a few before we started up this hellacious incline. Oh, and we have a switchback. Oh, amazing, a switchback. You know, I have figured out that they really aren't naming any of these hilltops, are they?
Big some bitch.
Big some bitch, yep. Big some bitch. You go up 500 feet of elevation and you're like, what's the name of this mountain? Nothing. Nothing. We've also noticed that Virginia just double blazes. They don't offset the double blaze. Whereas in Georgia, the switchback would be offset with the top to the left and the bottom in the center. And that is just right over the top of each other. But the offset double blaze tells you which way that the trail goes, left or right. Virginia hasn't done that. They just do double blazes, and you're supposed to follow the trail left or right, whichever way it goes, and hope that you know. I don't know if you can see how steep that is, but whew, I can't talk anymore. So, I'm gonna put you guys away for now. Happy trails, everyone. Gorgeous view. Finally have a bald spot that they've maintained, and we can see out to the ridges that we're walking next to. The sign says this is a view of Walker Mountain. Don't know which one's Walker Mountain, but very cool. Very pretty. We still have about 3. Is that a bridge down there? No. That is just a telephone wire. But
that sure does look like a bridge.
I thought that was a footbridge or a zip line, and I was like, yes, that would be amazing. All right. Just so pretty.
We got 1.1 to the shelter.
Beautiful clouds. 1.1 to the shelter and about 3 to the settlement. All right, good. I gotta go potty, so we're gonna get to that shelter, and I'm gonna go use the privy.
Yeah.
Hello. We are about 1.8 away from the 1890 settlement. We've already been to this settlement when we had our wheelies, and we were doing the rental car through Virginia. It was one of the places that we car camped at. We're going back with our Lambo Feeties and are going to stay there. We know that they have a pavilion, and there's a creek that runs by for a water source, but I do believe they have a spigot there as well. And there is bathrooms if they're unlocked. If not, I guess we can always use the outhouse that's there by the school. It has started to sprinkle on us. It's supposed to rain, I thought tomorrow, maybe a little bit overnight. But we just had this big rain cloud over us, and it's sprinkling, but we're walking through a green tunnel at the moment, and it is keeping us fairly dry. If you can tell, we got a little bit of sun today, and we're pretty sore after having a 0-mile day yesterday. But we're getting there. We are following a creek bed, so it's pretty rocky, but pretty flat. And walking down some rock steps at the moment. I look like that. So, okay. Sorry. Finish getting down these. We were talking earlier about sounds of the trail, and how the sounds of the trail would not be the birds singing and the chipmunks, squirrels making all their racket, and all the leaves rustling in the wind. It would be all the hikers going, oh, ow, ugh, because every time we step down, it's some sort of grunting noise. But we're making it not too much farther, and wow, that's a pool. I'll show you one second. This is the creek that we're walking next to, and it's flowing really well. There's Reptile in front of me, hobbling because his feet hurt too. And our green tunnel. Man, my lips are dry. All right. Try to keep licking my lips. We're gonna finish getting to the tunnel, and comes out by the old schoolhouse. And then we have a short walk up to the pavilion. Oh, let me get up here. All right. White blaze following. Oh, about 1.5 miles to go. Standing underneath the high voltage power line. Can you hear it? The trail goes directly underneath it. Craziness. Alright, I got this trench before I fall. Okay, 1 second. There we go. There's the trail. And there's the power line. It's end of day 60. We are back at the settlement. We are staying underneath the pavilion tonight. And it was a good day. We're really sore though with our feet. But it's a little after 8 and the sun is setting. So blessing of the day would be that we have running water and electricity at this pavilion. And also, a gentleman came up with his horse, General, and was taking it out for a walk and rode by, I guess I should say. And the challenge of the day is just that our feet hurt, so it took a while to get here. But we've been playing cards, and there's about 5 other people in the pavilion with us, which is going to be a great night. So we are going to bed. All right, happy trails, everyone.